Hey everybody, you're in the reaction room with Rese. Welcome. Today's recap is season 1, episode 188, 189, and 190. Hey, do me a favor. Check out my playlist, and if you like my recaps, subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's see what's happening beyond the gates. We start off at the country club. Bill gives Tomas more responsibility with his clients, and he tells him once again that he demands stability at his law firm. Martin takes Kat to meet him at Orphy Jean's, and they have a long-needed talk. He apologizes for not being there for her, and they mend their relationship. Derek and Jacob run into Ashley and Naomi at Uptown. Derek and Ashley say they're good and they're friends now, but it's still awkward between them. Laura runs into Eva, and she tells her how Leslie has been coming for her lately. She also lets her know that the Duprees hired Malone to watch Leslie at Winterfest. Eva tries to defend Leslie and ends up making herself the victim. Leslie goes by the police station to flirt with Malone, and he reminds her that he's still married. The chief tells Malone this is not the move, and then Malone says he's just trying to get Leslie to confess. At the hospital, Madison tells Chelsea that their relationship is built to last because they got through the situation with her mother. Chelsea apologizes and tells her she never wants to fight with her again. After a phone call, Bill sees Tomas talking to Eva, and he tells him, "Hurting my niece is the last thing you want to do if you want to make partner." Eva tells Leslie that Laura told her how she's been treating her, and she also lets her know that Malone was paid to keep an eye on her. And then Leslie says she's using Malone to know what's going on at the police department. Naomi tells Ashley they'll always be friends, even though the four of them can't hang out together anymore. Kat tells Martin that Tomas asked her to move in with him, but she turned him down. She thinks if he gets to know the real her, he won't like her anymore. Jacob tells Derek to stop pining over Ashley and let her go. He says, "You need to find someone who will treat you better." And Derek says, "Like Cheryl?" Jacob says, "Maybe, but don't move too fast with her, and don't use her to try to make Ashley jealous." Bill encourages Tomas to do whatever it takes to show Kat that he's not going anywhere. Tomas calls Kat, but she ignores the call to spend more time with Martin. June sells the last catfish dinner to both Ted and Shanice. Vanessa runs into Leslie and Eva at the country club, and they ask her to help them find a location for the free clinic. Haley tells Bill that she bought tickets to St. Bart's, and the plane leaves in 2 hours. But Bill says he's working on a big case, and they already plan to go later on. Back at Orphy Jean's, Ted and Shanice end up splitting their meal and having lunch together. Tomas shows up at Kat's studio. He wants to understand why she turned him down. Kat asks him, "What's the rush?" And he asks, "What are you afraid of?" Jacob and Naomi are talking about the homework that their therapist gave them on how to reconnect. And then Jacob says he has to leave. He tells Naomi to trust him, that she'll love what he has planned for her. Vanessa tells Leslie and Eva that they should speak to a lawyer before looking for a location. Leslie brings up Tomas but Eva doesn't want to get into it with Kat again. Haley calls Randy and tells him she couldn't get him to leave town. She says if he collapses again, she needs him to be isolated. Vanessa tells Joey that she wants a commitment, but he says your husband isn't even cold in his grave, and she tries to slap him, but he grabs her arm. Kat tells Tomas, it's not you, it's me, and I'm just not ready. Can you respect that? Tomas says, okay, we'll do it your way. A woman named Lynette asks Bill to represent her in an embezzlement case. Bill says he can help her, and then Haley walks into the office, and it's obvious that she and Lynette already know each other. Jacob gets a hotel room, and he sets it up for a romantic evening, but Naomi's not feeling it. She says, it feels too forced. Really, Naomi? Eva and Leslie decide to call another lawyer to help them, but they don't say who it is. Shanice asks Ted what it's like living in a hotel, and he says it's convenient, but it's lonely. She tells him, if you need a friend, you still got me. Joey tells Vanessa, I don't want another wife. You pushed me too far. I can't do this. And he walks out. Jacob and Naomi decide to watch a movie, and eventually they find their way back to reconnecting with each other. Anita meets Nicole for lunch at Uptown, and she gets a call from Dr. Ahn telling her she has an opening for the biopsy that she needs to have. Nicole asks her if everything is okay, and Anita says it's just Heritage Foundation business. Vernon stops by Danny's house to drop off a newspaper clipping of him and Anita. He wants Andre to turn it into a photo, and he's going to give it to Anita as a Christmas gift. Bill hands Lynette's case over to another associate, and she tells Haley, I hope we'll be seeing each other again soon. Smitty tells Martin that his staffer called and asked if he's going to co-sponsor a bill having to do with gambling and anti-money laundering. Martin says he needs to think about it, and then Smitty asks him if he's hesitating because of Joey Armstrong. Meanwhile, Randy tells Joey that another congresswoman returned his campaign contribution, and Joey thinks it's because of Martin. Says they may think they don't need me, but it's exactly the opposite. Andre leaves to go work on Vernon's picture, and then Vernon asks Danny, why does Andre still have his condo? She says they're just taking it slow. Vernon tells her Bill's been hovering around you a lot lately, and Danny says there's no chance of her going back to Bill. Haley tells Randy they need to put a hold on their plan because Lynette is in town. Anita goes to the hospital to have the biopsy done. While Anita is waiting for the doctor, she's having flashbacks of her life and getting emotional. Joey stops by to see Bill and tells him he should run for office in Martin's district and challenge him for his congressional seat. Bill tells Joey he promises to give it more thought. Dr. Caputo walks Anita through what to expect during the biopsy. So they go ahead with the procedure, and Anita seems to handle it pretty well. Martin asks Nicole about the bill, and she tells him not to provoke Joey because he's dangerous and he could create some serious problems for him. The doctor tells Anita she'll get the results of her biopsy in a few days. Haley and Lynette meet up at Uptown, and she says It's good to see you, Val. It's been too long. And that's what happened on episode 188, 189, and 190. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.